last question of the day. We'll begin with you, Mr. Perlmutter. Although this is not a congressional issue, what is your position on Proposition 101, Amendments 60 and 61, and what are you telling your constituents about these ballot initiatives?
My position is that I oppose each and every one of them. That I believe, if you really want, we've had a lot of discussion about federal government and its role. Pardon me. The real problem here is if we do 60, 61, 101, the only place to turn for Colorado to turn, for localities to turn, will be to the federal government. So I think that this really hamstrings our local governments and our state, and I oppose them, and that's what I tell anybody who asks me about them. And in some instances, I offer it up before they even ask, because I think these things are so bad for the state of Colorado. Thank you.
Mr. Bailey, same question.
No, I reluctantly support these, and here's why. When I talk to people around the state, I do quite a bit of traveling. Unfortunately, I don't get to spend as much time in 7 districts as I would like, because I do have to pay back the debts that I took out for running the business. There's a revolution brewing out there, and if you remember back in the middle 1700s, there was a revolution brewing down there, and it was all about taxes and being overtaxed and everything. Bottom line is, government will not cut back until you take the money away from them. It would be nice to think that we were all able to say, you know what, I don't need this kind of money anymore, so let's give it back to the taxpayers. That just doesn't happen. It didn't happen in the Navy with budgets. It doesn't happen in a business, big business. Bottom line is you got to take the money back. The citizen initiative things I don't really like. I think that should be handled by Congress, by our state legislators. Bottom line is these three proposals that are on the ballot now are the result of our governing bodies not doing their job. It's the citizens' reaction. Before we go taking up arms, let's cut off the money. And that's what these 3 initiatives basically do. I don't like the citizen initiative process because it doesn't give us the line item ability to say, this part of it might really work, but that part doesn't. It's either an all or nothing thing. So that's why I reluctantly support these. And I would ask you to consider supporting them. One thing about it is, when you look at it, it will take a great deal of money away from various levels of government, from little small districts to the state itself. That's the only way we're ever going to stop the growth in government. Thanks.
Thank you.
I do not believe that these proposals are the right answers. They don't. I've looked at these very in-depth, and I do believe that they would have a draconian effect on Colorado. There are better solutions, but I will tell you that these amendments are a symptom of a much larger problem. They're a symptom of a problem we have at the federal level. Every year since Congressman Perlmutter, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid took control of Congress in 2007, our deficit has increased threefold. The debt that's on our children now exceeds $43,000 for every American. That includes my 3 children who barely know what taxes are. And that's why you're seeing these citizen initiatives to try to restrain the growth of government, the overreach of government. There is a genuine concern that is prevalent throughout America, right here in the 7th Congressional District. People are concerned about the direction of the country. They're concerned about a government that they believe is overreaching, overstepping its constitutional powers, and they want some action. I don't believe these proposals are the right answers. What I do believe we need to do is put the checks in balance in Congress to ensure we have those who will hold accountable our president, who will stand up for the people, and who will do what is right with respect to bringing our fiscal house in order, making the tough decisions that need to be made to reform spending, to control costs, and bring the scope and reach of government down, not more, on the people of Colorado. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have observed something today that has never been seen before. 3 political candidates who used less time than they were allotted. As such, we're going to, we originally had 1 minute per candidate for closing remarks. We're going to open it up to 2 minutes per candidate. So, Mr. Bailey, you will be first.
Short, sweet, and to the point, right? A lot of weighty issues out there in our country is at one of those points in time where there's a great deal of things going on. There's a tremendous amount of energy. Look at you all here early in the morning to come out here and listen to political things. Although I do have, what is the average age of this audience? In some ways that's disappointing that, that's the only people who get involved in it. Maybe we've got the experience. Maybe the youngsters are out there working so they can keep paying bills. Anyway, if I used up the minute, my first minute, so I can
Keep going.
whatever. What can I say? Politics is a popularity contest. I'm not likely to win a popularity contest. So, like I said, I have a great deal of freedom to say what I believe. And I think that everybody should vote the way they believe. I'm tired of hearing, well, we got to vote for this guy, he's the lesser of 2 evils. I think this country was really, truly founded on people voting and doing the things that they needed to do and what they believed in. So that's what I've got to offer. I can offer to should the people of the 7th District decide that I might be a suitable candidate to send to Congress, I'll give up my business and I will devote 100% of my energy and time to understanding what's going on. And the 3 things, if you look at the Libertarian Party website, lp.colorado.org, there's candidates, we feel a pretty decent level of candidates this year, and hopefully we'll make some impact. And if not, we'll inject ideas into everybody's politics as they go. So I would encourage you to check that out. I'm not on the web, I'm not on Twitter, don't understand that stuff. I suppose some of my compatriots, my fellow libertarians, there's only like 1,000 of us in the district right now, but hopefully they'll get out on the street and beat that and get our names out there to it. So, and he tells me I got to stop. So anyway, I'm Buck Bailey. I'm running for Congress. Look forward to the opportunity to participate some more. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey.
I want to thank the Chamber and all those who put this together. I appreciate the opportunity to engage in this constructive conversation. And I'd say to these 2 gentlemen, let's do it again. I'm excited about this opportunity to make our case for your confidence in the 7th Congressional District. I would ask you a question. Are you more or less confident about the future of our country? Are you more or less confident about the future we will leave our children? Prosperity is possible. But we need common sense solutions that say this isn't about Republican versus Democrat, it's about America. It's about moving our country in a free and prosperous direction. That while America is imperfect, we are still exceptional. And there is a reason that so many from around the world come to our country to enjoy the freedoms and opportunities that we have today. That's worth fighting for. And that we need folks in Congress who will stand up for those ideals, who will fight for solutions, who will put our economy first, and who will listen to the people they represent. I'm not running for Congress because I want to feel important. I'm running for Congress because we owe our children a better America. And it's time we had individuals who will stand up to do what is right, to move America forward, to get Americans back to work, to rein in the out-of-control spending, to put forth solutions that address healthcare not through more government but through less, that secure our borders and reform our immigration policies. We have the ideas to move America forward, but I need your help. My name is Ryan Frazier. I'd be honored, absolutely honored, to be your representative. Thank you very much.
It has been a spirited debate, and I expect that these debates will continue, because this is about the future of America and the direction of this country. My friends here are absolutely right about that. But I'm for going forward, not going back. Not going back to the failed policies of tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires, prosecuting wars without paying for them, and allowing Wall Street to run amok. This is about representing the 7th Congressional District, working hard, rolling up your sleeves every day for the people of this district. Whether it's the big pots of barbecue that went to 18 different banks, could not get an operating line, so that they could open a store, a barbecue, where they secured all of the permits that were needed, and they could put 40 people back to work. Or it's working to get the VA hospital built. A promise that's been made for 10 years, but it wasn't getting done. Lots of jobs today, construction jobs today. There are 160 architects and engineers working on that project. It will be the biggest construction project in Colorado, bar none, to serve veterans from Montana to New Mexico. It's about building the best laboratory in the world on renewable energy and energy efficiency, right here in our backyard, NREL. But I want to read something that I got from Lockheed Martin when I helped maintain the Orion project, which was 1,000 Lockheed jobs and some 3,000 private contractor jobs here in the metropolitan area. It's a letter from April 23rd. Ed, you have been a loyal and important supporter of the aerospace industry in our state, but your role as an advocate and catalyst in securing the continuation of the Orion program was support on a wholly different level. Your persistence in the face of difficult odds made the difference in securing administration support for this program. It's about rolling up your sleeves, fighting for each and every one of you every day. My name's Ed Perlmutter. I'd be honored to have your vote. Thank you very much.